girl, it's the belly of the beast. Check the sky if you fly to the east. Wanna tell me where your mind finna be when you see me with your friend plus 3. When it's season and she ain't choose me. In my head, to be honest, she won't fuck again. Keep it natural, I'm deep inside the motherland. Call it ocean cause I'm deep inside the reef again. Just talk to me. You would've talked to me, but I can't. Had to tell you that I love you, but I want your friend. You done turned me to a villain, I want chase again. And that's real fat. Try to show me you was real, where the real at. Moving on, baby girl, where your friends at.
What it is, y'all, boys, girls, lesbians, lesbians, everything that you could possibly be. It's your boy Drix, back with another video on some UAG Geo shit. Nah, it's your boy Drix. Want to spell it out with me? D-R-I-X. And we finna go ahead and react to this CINCO and DDG beef, man. What the fuck been going on, fam? Now, you might be wondering, why is this reaction channel reacting to this? Because of the reaction channel. Shouldn't I provide a reaction on something that's reaction worthy? Shut your lame ass up and let's see what I got to say about it. I got my own perspective on how life should work and
lying.
shit. You
but
should be
everything I said
hearing.
is true. He's explaining everything I said. He's just not saying the full thing. This is my bro, but after you talking about I'm not your bro, made you never be cool, beat your, he's the victim here though. Like somehow he's the victim here again. Somehow. If you make me this angry to
$25 Turtle Beach headset. Turtle Beach Recon 25s. 25s. Real niggas know.
even want to do something like this,
That's a 4K chat link right there, my nigga.
I don't need to be
Pocket
around.
watching officially. Along Kobe poster. This is a LeBron poster right here. What this is? Babyface Ray. Pocket watching. Well, this is a Rode mic stand, so there's got to be a Rode mic. You got a set. You got the combo wombo set that they were selling for a discounted price.
Saga of the DDG versus CINCO beef happened
I'm watching
last
another
night,
nigga
and
who
after
made a
everything was said and
compilation of
done, it
everything
seemed
that
like
was
it was
about this
pretty
shit
clear that not only are they
I was
never
not
going to
finna
speak
single-handedly
again,
watch
but
every
the
one of these
behavior that
videos
was being
one-on-one.
displayed on this platform, it just proves a lot of people's points about what was being said about DDG. Outside of CINCO, we had inputs from
Is that
Ben
a
the
dragon
Don.
tattoo? Like dragon scales? Oh, these are feathers. He just put me on. I might get some little content like that. What? That's tough.
Was about what was being said about DDG.
Well, really
Outside of
ain't put me on. I
CINCO,
need
we had
inspiration
inputs
off
from
his
Ben
shit.
the
One
Don,
man
and even
nigga
his
put me
own brother, basically proving that everything CINCO was right in a way, and just became worse and worse as the stream went on. But I don't want to bore y'all with an intro. Why don't we immediately dive
The highlight that everybody can't get dreads.
in with how this all started
No
and
disrespect to him,
CINCO's
though, but, like,
response.
So he said he doesn't want to bring it to the internet, but he announced that I wasn't in the crib. I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing. You feel me? He
The internet would have noticed already. They would have been like, oh, this scene is here, this scene is here. Where the fuck is CINCO?
announced I wasn't in the house and that
It would have been noticed already.
his words exactly. I will explain further later. You know what I'm saying? That's his words. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what's different from him explaining it from me explaining it. And
Alright.
first of all, I ain't even say his name, chat. I ain't even say that name.
The world's gonna know who it is. If you're hanging with your ex's little brother, I mean your ex's older brother in most clips, and they don't see a specific nigga around, they're automatically gonna do that. And niggas automatically gonna assume it's DDG because DDG kind of got that shit going on with Hallie. No matter what the fuck happened with DDG, even when that nigga brother beat up some nigga at some store, they blamed DDG and said, yeah, and y'all was talking about Hallie when she was saying all this other shit. The world would have known.
Everybody
You know how the internet works.
thought I was talking about this person. You guys got
But everything was centering around that one nigga. If it's three niggas was thinking about, there's one goal ahead that niggas is like, yeah. And some niggas is probably like, no, it might be this nigga or that nigga, but it's mainly this nigga right here that I'm circling in the middle.
I understand, bro. The internet is my job. A lot of narratives were floating around that it was because of this reason, because of my
well,
girl,
these
all
reasons.
type of reasons, right?
It might be because of your girl. I seen a clip on TikTok where you was talking about some of you niggas that's finna make clips with hoes. I don't got no business making clips with hoes. These clips is you was trying to fuck around and throw your identity out the fucking door.
Since I say nothing, those narratives were just being believed. So it's like, if I'm
niggas clipping shit that you're saying out your own mouth because you guys are basically vloggers, you vlog your life every day. This is keeping up with the Kardashians, with every IRL streamer. Your words are being taken into account in everything that you post. So niggas are not putting stories together. Niggas are putting what you have given them and provided them together.
let's just say about my girl, right? If I'm gonna walk away from this and I want to create content to make money with my girl, I can't do that because now they believe a false narrative to where they wouldn't support what I got going. You know?
No, if you would just automatically just tell a nigga, yo, y'all boys, I'm finna start making couple content because me and all are locked in. I can't be with the shark shit. You'll probably get trolled in your group chat, but niggas will wholeheartedly understand as a man.
So it's like, I'm gonna come clear it up. I didn't say no names. I'm not like, DDG did it. Like, DDG is the reason. Like, I said, I gave a very surface level answer.
With that clip we just saw, it was the beginning of CINCO trying to explain why he brought it to the internet in the first place, which was even one of my gripes. I'm normally not on the side of people bringing beefs to the internet, especially when it's something that can be resolved in private and actually doesn't need to be stated. And just like CINCO said, even when I first saw this narrative, I didn't see a bunch of people saying it was DDG. I saw a bunch of people blaming Dub, actually saying it was because of him, or again saying it was because of his girl. So it makes sense why he wants to come in and clear it up. And during that entire response that he had, he actually didn't say any names. Obviously, people are going to point fingers at a bunch of people from the Capaholics because it had to be somebody in that group instead of DDG.
And it's like, how many niggas in Capaholics? Like 8 niggas. It wouldn't have been the cousin. It wouldn't have been Baby Rich. It wouldn't have been any other niggas that he don't mainly hang out with. It would have. It's literally Deshae, Dub, CINCO, and DDG. It's 4 niggas that mainly hang out outside of the whole Capaholics thing. We're gonna know it's one of them niggas. If you're hanging with Deshae still, it couldn't be Deshae. Dub don't really link with y'all that much, but it could possibly be Dub. But a nigga I'm not seeing you with constantly right now is DDG, and DDG is a piece of shit. What the world be saying. It's not hard to
coming out saying he's lying without even apparently watching his response, and then also sitting there basically hyping himself up and putting the finger all at him so we know he's talking.
And I don't watch
DDG.
none of these niggas.
When it probably could have been swept under the rug and just been a one-time thing that everybody talked about and let it go. But because they both are now speaking on it and actually pointing fingers at each other, it had to continue on for this amount of days.
He's saying
the neighborhood, some
he
shit
just
on
can't take the
IG
truth, bro. Like, he just cannot take the truth. And then when you tell him the truth, he's the type.
Like, look at the title that they're choosing.
He just automatically just snap on you. But that just show you how much respect for you. It's like,
oh, is this a fucking clip page?
I tell you, you don't even like hearing the truth. The truth really like sting that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the type. He hates being wrong, gang. Like, hates being wrong, gang.
This, I feel like, is the biggest point out of this 2-hour video that CINCO made. Talking about how DDG cannot accept being wrong. And while a lot of people might sit there and be like, you don't know DDG personally, so how do you know we can't accept being wrong outside of CINCO just saying it? Unless you want to automatically...
It's like a million type of examples of DDG being in beef where his ass just blowing up.
Believe him. We can see that in his personal life when his brother talks about it. He talks about how he would defend his brother no matter what, right or wrong. If these are the type of people you keep around you, especially as family, I can only imagine.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to defend whoever the fuck you're defending. If we're close or we're homies or some shit, I'm gonna defend you in public and correct you in private. Imagine being in front of fucking hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, fam, you're fucking wrong. You're making the nigga look stupid, and then he's gonna have to ego it.
Imagine the type of friends you would keep around you so that you can consistently always...
It's gonna escalate. Now you're gonna be stuck in a scenario where the nigga's trying to ego or some shit. You know DDG got a goddamn ego. He's gonna say, nigga, how many subs you got? Poor ass boy. Broke ass bitch. How many subs you got?
Be right.
I don't give a what my brother did.
But I don't think
my brother could be
heard
wrong.
Dub
Like I
step
said,
out
I said this before and I said it again.
Wrong.
My brother could
never seen no
walk
clip like
into
that.
a kindergarten, uppercut a kid for whatever reason. I'm gonna say he was right. I'm gonna say my brother was right because when at the end of the day, this is my family, bro. This is who gonna make sure I'm good. If something happened to me, I'm gonna make sure something good when it happened to him. I side with my brother, bro. For the as far as like if it's man,
that shit smacking
you know it
his
is
tongue
what it is.
right
But
now.
on the
That
internet,
motherfucker
I'm not gonna let
smacking his
nobody
tongue.
talk about my brother. So listen, y'all. If anybody say anything about my brother, ban him. No timeout, ban him. We look like having a conversation about if my brother right or wrong, folks.
Whether if it's on the internet, not on the internet, in person, behind closed doors, face to face, holding somebody accountable is the antithesis of actually being close and cool with them. We are all human at the end of the day. You literally cannot be right 100% of the time. But even if on the internet, people try to portray you as always being right, at a certain point that is going to get to your head and influence the way that you do certain things. And with DDG, I feel like we can see that not only in just his brother saying that, but especially with his community always agreeing with him no matter what's going on. So of course to him, if he gets on the internet and gets in a disagreement with somebody, but everybody on the internet, his friends, his brother, anybody else around him, comment sections, Twitter threads, all saying he's not wrong, how could he possibly believe himself that he's wrong in any way, shape, or form? And if you're one of his friends saying actually you are wrong, then you're just being a weirdo, because why is the majority of people who I side with all saying I'm right, yet you want to single me out and say I'm wrong?
The nigga childish and disrespects people and treats them like they're nothing because of who he is. He's literally telling y'all this shit. But somehow he's the victim here though. Like somehow he's the victim here, gang. Somehow. Did I not, yes or no, did I not say, like I leave the group chat and he'll add me back, right? Did I not say that, right? I could have sworn I was lying. Like everything, like his caption was, I'm lying. But everything I said is true. He's explaining everything I said. He's just not saying the full thing. I did not say no whole shit then leave. I would literally be like, I'm not finna go back and forth with you, bro. Feel how you want to feel. Leave the group chat.
Lying. 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 If messages are in your phone, show it. Put this shit on the screen. Don't show select messages. Messages on your phone. Show the whole motherfucker. Show the whole motherfucker. What do you mean lying? When you was with Lala in Paris and you had got stolen off on by that guy who just wanted a picture with Lala, not your ass, you was hyperactive than a motherfucker.
He add me back. Oh,
so
get back over.
You think I'm gonna believe you out here arguing with a nigga who like to troll, another nigga who like arguing, and you just said, man, I ain't finna argue with this nigga, and you left the chat.
Here, boy, and just start tapping. I'm like, gang, you like a little kid, bro. Like, why you want to go back and forth with me, bro? Like, can't say something is not deep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's usually how argument go, though, bro. You're not finna argue with me, say something, leave the chat, then just bang out. Like, you just fucked around, left on your own terms. Like, yeah, I'm finna drop the mic on this nigga and then leave. That's like every person alive. Just not gonna let some shit like that slide.
Because I felt it was deep. What you mean? Like, you disrespected the fuck out of a nigga. You said some real hurtful shit. I feel like I genuinely don't even want to be around giant energy no more. You feel me? Like, you can't tell me it's not deep. How the fuck you gonna tell a nigga you a bitch ass nigga and all this crazy shit, then tell me, nah, you can't stop being friends with me. It ain't that deep.
Nah, we be doing that. That's like guy friendship 101. You got that one punching bag in every group, gonna be real. In every guy group, you got that one punching bag. I'm not sure that punching bag is CINCO. I'm not sure. Because there's a lot of niggas in Capaholics and a lot of them are unknown. I doubt that it's CINCO. But in most group chats, if it's not just no motherfucking oligarchy and niggas is just all, you know what I'm saying? Every nigga get hit on. Everybody. Not a single nigga get outlined. Not a single nigga get spared. Every nigga get hit on. Deeply. Like, niggas say deep ass shit. And if you finna just sit there and act like, oh, then yeah, leave. You know,
but I feel like it is a lack of understanding and a lack of acceptance that he is in the wrong, at least from DDG's point of view. Especially if you watch his entire video showing that he was joking the entire time. He was trying to do the me and J Singles.
You've been known that these are the type of people we are. You've been making content with us for a while. You've been in these group chats for a while. Why are you sticking around for this long?
He's literally at the end right there telling him that, hey, what he said wasn't that deep. What I said wasn't even that serious. Telling somebody else how to feel about something that you did is actually pretty narcissistic. And it would be different if it was just this one incident you could see with DDG here. But go throughout any of his beefs and you'll be able to find moments like this. We can even take a different beef that happened recently with Ben the Don, where he was in that same mode trying to punk him over a chair.
I'm telling you, I ain't going back and forth with you.
No, I seen this. Niggas was like, nah, DD, they brought this somehow, some way. The comments was talking about the Hallie situation. DDG was trying to ego in this motherfucker. I don't know why he took a nigga chair, a spot, and he didn't want to get up out that motherfucker. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Seat lock. Move your feet, lose your seat. You ain't say seat lock. But get your ass up, nigga. I'm a commentator for whatever the fuck going on. This was at the boxing match, ain't it? Nigga, I'm a commentator for what the fuck going on. Nigga, you're just here. Get the fuck out my seat. That was weird, but I don't know what this is pertaining to. In the little thing, is this like him trying to spike, like attack these?
So, please get up, brother. Act nicely, nigga. Don't tap my back. Can you please get up, brother? Don't tap my back.
Oh, like I really thought bro was trying to be funny on some shit. Like, yeah, and y'all gonna say it's trolling, but at what point is trolling like disrespectful in real life? You know what I'm saying? Like to where a point where it's like you either trying my manhood or like nigga you tripping, or I'm tripping. Because it always come back to who got the biggest fan base to whoever's tripping, and that's what makes people think that they could do certain shit that they do at any time. And I just don't agree with that. And I'm gonna stand on mine. Whether it's a million niggas behind me or nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck, fool. I'm not here to like persuade nobody to fuck with me or not fuck with me. That's just how it's gonna go.
For anyone that's unaware of the situation, you know there was an altercation between Ben the Don and DDG, where DDG was out here disrespecting Ben the Don over a seat, to the point where he wouldn't get up, told him not to touch him, and was basically making a very big deal after Ben.
To the point where that was the focal point, where then he tapped the nigga, that nigga was like, yo fam, don't tap me. He was like, fam, you're in my seat. He was like, nigga, stop tapping me though. Nigga, don't tap me. No, don't touch me or some shit. Don't touch my back or some shit like that. It didn't get to it. It didn't escalate to the point. Immediately, as soon as it happened, that's what happened. It didn't escalate to that point. That is the point.
The Don politely came up to him and asked him to move, and even said please several times.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why the fuck the nigga didn't get the fuck out my seat. I don't. He's not helping his case, cause this shit might pull up. This the way niggas keep returning this shit to the Halle shit. This shit might actually end up being pulled up in court. Client, you see here, the defendant has a large case and a wide amount of situations where we can see that his personality is not up to par and it's not the best, where he's manipulative, he's narcissistic, he might be fucked.
When Ben came to talk about it on stream,
he was just arguing with a nigga about a seat that I was already in, my nigga.
He was very respectful to DDG and just pointed out the places where he felt like he was wrong and should have moved differently. Yet when DDG saw that same response that Ben the Don made, he went the route that Jay CINCO was talking about. Apparently he is the victim. Apparently it's not that deep because he can tell you how you're supposed to feel about a situation, and he's just hate farming him for no real
reason.
Crashed
out about that shit. Like he probably crashed the fuck out about that shit. I remember when that nigga started beefing with Bruce, because Bruce just said his fucking music sucked, and that shit escalated to the heavens. I don't know what the fuck, but the nigga be taking shit where it don't need to go 90% of the time.
And the only thing that
music is your craft, it's your art. So people are able to perceive your art how they could perceive it. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? What I'm supposed to stay quiet if I don't enjoy the song or some shit? I don't even know why Lucky ass was talking about he wanted a song with DDG. What the fuck, Lucky? Nigga, you like 30. Ain't no fucking DDG fan.
Or respect about the fucking seat shit. First of all, it's a seat. It's not that deep. And second of all,
so why didn't you get up? It wasn't. So why didn't you get up? If it wasn't that deep, why didn't you get up? I'm a commentator for the boxing things. If it's not that deep, why didn't you get up?
Literal 15-minute conversation with him. I had a 15-minute conversation with this nigga, and we hashed it out, shook hands, everything. Then they get online and hate farm. I'm like, I just didn't understand it. I'm like, bro, what? Didn't we just have a whole conversation?
He didn't get online and hate farm this nigga. I ain't seen no clip of him hate farming you. I seen him live. I do not follow any of these niggas, so my point of views may all be construed and just seen on what's, you know what I'm saying, presented in front of me, like some of these niggas be saying, you never seen the whole clip. But to my understanding, it seems like he was live. What happened was live. Ben the Don was streaming. Chat asked about it. And you know what chat's gonna do? Donate, ask about it. Spam, ask about it. TOS, ask about it. So he answered.
That shit just weird to me.
If you realize anything between these recent DDG beefs, especially with people that are okay with having...
I remember when he was talking to Bruce, he's like, nigga, you know what the fans are gonna do when you do certain shit. We damn near got the same type of fan base. When you do certain shit, it's gonna be like, nigga, so you know what the fuck the internet be doing.
Their own platform, or don't need them in any way, shape, or form. The going back and forth really tends to end. They come out here, they say their piece like Ben the Don. They come out here, they say their piece like Jay CINCO. Maybe go back to clear it up and keep it pushing. Yet it seems like DDG wants to go back and forth, and it feels like he is the one that keeps wanting this internet stuff to go on, when in all reality it could easily end while he tries to take it to the furthest extent, and it's not really necessary. And unfortunately for us, it doesn't get any better, because throughout Jay CINCO's response while watching him, he points out multiple parts where DDG just obviously misconstrued his words on purpose to make himself sound better, when everybody else around him, even people in his chat, obviously can tell what the truth is.
And I just want to say this because he said I'm not a real homie. I don't care. This about bro. This I use God for sympathy.
You called your Crip homies on him. Now we know DDG is the type of nigga to say, all right, let's just box it out. So he's a friendly fade ass type of nigga. He asked you for a friendly fade, and you called your Crip homies to come out and go get him. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna say it might not be a scenario where you might get jumped first. You were homies with us for a while. You're not gonna get fucking jumped. You were homies with us for a while. You're not gonna get jumped, my nigga. You were not gonna be in a scenario where you would have even gotten jumped. And if you felt like that, you could have stated it, and then most likely they would have set it up in a scenario where it would have not been like that. 2, you called your gang banger homies. Gang bangers is not regular humans. They crash out at any interval. Let's say you get to losing that fight. Let's say you get that, you probably will, because I'm not gonna say DDG is an extreme fader, but it might be different in a real fight. So I'm not gonna say you probably will. You probably might whip DDG ass because you're a shorter fighter. So you'll be in him up, digging in his shit. So you probably will win. But DDG got more boxing class experience than his ass. He did the little shit for like a year or some shit when he was beefing with a bunch of other niggas, and he was just like, let's make money up off the beef. So he got his boxing shit in there, and this nigga do too. So you know what I'm saying? I say for him to be the smaller nigga, he'll be digging in DDG shit if DDG not really technical. And I really feel like most of these niggas is amateur boxers. I wouldn't even say that. They're just fighters who just learned a little bit. You called your Crip homies and say you get to losing the fade. What's gonna happen then? Because Dub and the rest of them niggas are regular niggas. Even in that video where they was building, where they was at that Comic-Con shit or whatever the fuck, and that nigga called DDG doo-doo garbage, a name that he been going by too, that he quote unquote marketed to make Spotify make his name when niggas try to pull up his music, which was like the most bullshit statement ever. Them niggas weren't throwing no haymakers, no doozies, no crazy shit. Them niggas are throwing like the most foulest punches ever, meaning that they're not cut like that. Every man has a threshold that they'll hit, which will make them do something, but they're not cut like that. Them niggas were not gonna jump you. But your Crip homies though, them niggas who tote fire, who got switches, who do all this other shit, the niggas I be seeing in your music videos. Niggas who be in your music videos. I was in a CINCO stream one time and he was showing these hoes. They was like, yeah, CINCO used to make music. I'm seeing this nigga with real thug ass niggas in these music videos. They would have popped out. Now imagine you would have lost the fight. Like, you don't lose a fight if you got hood homies. If you in the hood, you don't lose a fight, my nigga. If you got your homies around, unless you strictly say, nah, let it be a one-on-one, let it be a one-on-one scenario. But then again, who cares? Who goes to say if you the type of nigga that gotta refer to your homeboys as soon as something happen? Them niggas not saying you goddamn, you a motherfucking shot caller. You know, damn shot caller. Now they gonna be there. You gonna get you get touched up. He probably won't even get whooped. He'll probably get one good hit on your ass. Name automatic jump. Now he's automatically jump. If he was gonna do it like that, either just ignore him talking about let's fade, or state no, I don't want to fight. We can just talk this shit out. It's no point in doing all of this. But you called your Crip homies. You trying to?
This is the videos I sent him, right? All about God, like change the way yourself, da da da, like you know.
This wording might be fuzzy, but it says yesterday.
I get closer to God.
This is him sending stuff, fam. We're not gonna beef, and then you automatically just start throwing God at me. Hopefully, this is before any of that. Before they started beefing. If he was sharing the word of God, hell yeah. But please do not tell me we was beefing, and then after that you started sending God to me. Now it's like your niggas gonna automatically take that like you're little boying him, my nigga. Like you just bitched me. Like you're saying, nigga, look. You're out of your mind. You need to do better with yourself. Like that's kind of what that goes off as, despite it involving God. When people throw God at somebody, they automatically lose their mind. Nigga, you can't make a fair judgment on it when somebody brings God into it, because niggas are gonna say, nigga, he's talking about God. He's preaching the word of God. Nigga, what is you talking about? You gotta remember when people start. You gotta recognize when people start weaponizing it. You gotta recognize when people start weaponizing it.
A long message, right?
These
videos help a nigga elevate my mind a lot and just change my perspective in life. A lot of us that do.
Fam, your whole content is about sharking and fucking bitches, adultery. You can find God, but if you are not the perfect being, do not try to shove it onto someone as if that changed you holistically, my nigga. You dove into religion more. So now you're watching more, you know what I'm saying, positive bits of content. You're viewing more scriptures. You're watching videos that motivate you and bring you the word of God. That is amazing. That's great. But do not get into that mode where you start trying to shove it onto another person because of you, when you yourself have not very drastically changed from who you are. You wake up, you're the same murderer. Like, let's say you're a murderer who turned to God. You wake up, you're the same murderer you were today as you were yesterday, despite you reading that scripture last night. You didn't change. You're still constantly on there. You're the same drug dealer you was the other day. You're the same drug dealer you was yesterday that you are today, that you're about to go sell that dime bag and go get it dead. It's Spanish people who will murder somebody and go to a church. It don't change it. You gotta learn when niggas is weaponizing it.
Do this on our own.
You gotta learn.
Never had these serious talks. They be helping to hear it and really just focus. Money good, but if your mind ain't right spiritually and mentally, you're not gonna be ever happy or satisfied in real life. Want the best for all y'all. Lock in with life and make sure right. Your situation not the end of the world. Just look at it as God teaching you a lesson for your actions.
Hopefully
and learn from them and make better ones in the future.
This is just regular motivation.
F Reggie's.
What is it?
bam for niggas to be rap battling face to face 4 months later on Mafia-thon 3. And I'm saying that to say, y'all niggas made me feel like I was a fake ass nigga because I didn't hop in the middle of the beef when I literally said I don't want to hop in it because I don't want to be in the middle of this shit and seem like a fake nigga, you feel me, because it has nothing to do with me. It's
trying to prove that he is fake, trying to prove that that message shows that he's sneak dissing. In all reality, DDG didn't really prove much. And in the beginning, CINCO obviously wanted to prove that, hey, not only is he not a...
I understand some beef, and that proves a lot. He's talking about, I would have said, fuck Reggie dead, daddy, and then them niggas would have been face to face, buddy on the Mafia-thon a couple months after. It's not really useful like artillery, like that nigga being fake. But what the fuck do you mean?
Fake person
That's
who's
a joke,
actually
though.
helped
That's
DDG,
not- that's
but
not-
he
that's not
also
help.
is
That's not
connected with
helping
God,
DDG.
which
That
is something that
DDG, that's a
DDG
screenshot
pointed out
DDG
as a gripe, as
That's
he
not
was
helping.
trying to
That's like
get
a joke. Like,
sympathy
nigga, I would've said,
throughout
man, I
his
would've
entire
cursed this
apology
nigga out,
video.
and then you
I don't know
would've been
CINCO
buddy-buddy with this
personally,
nigga 5
but if
days
his
later,
first response
man,
to
I'm
you
glad I
going through
kept
trouble is
quiet.
you sending a bunch of videos showing what God can do and showing things that connected him more to God, and then in a giant paragraph saying that money, the thing that DDG definitely highly values, isn't everything and that he should connect spiritually and mentally with God, that seems like somebody that's connected with his faith heavy. I don't know him.
See, you gotta learn when to know when somebody's trying to weaponize it. You gotta try to learn when somebody is weaponizing it. If he was truly finna flip everything, he would stop what he's doing right now. He's still gonna go out and party. He's still gonna smoke. He's still gonna drink. He's fucking Lala raw dog right now. No condom. Adult, without marriage. I know he don't plan on marrying her. I know that relationship probably ain't gonna last long. But because he threw that word of God in there, you kind of got a guideline of what you say about it. But it's not him showing he's deep within his faith whatsoever. There has never been a segment where in his stream where he's went to church or did anything of the sort. Just like the Mafia-thon had that one guy who went to Streamer University come to the ish and start preaching. You've never seen a segment with whatchamacallit there. You've never seen a segment where he's done something like that. The nigga knows he's living a fast life. You can sit there and watch God and do it so you can feel more complete with yourself. You probably don't know where you need to go. You're probably lost, stranded. You're probably fighting some battles. And that word helps you. So you stay on it and you love it. It makes you feel good. But you gotta know when people start weaponizing it, and you gotta have the mindset to be able to speak on it.
Personally, again, along with the big test message that said he was dissing Reggie, which anybody with 2 pairs of eyes could look at, see, and be like, that's obviously not the case that's going on. And DDG is just using that one screenshot to misinterpret how CINCO was trying to feel about the situation. And actually, he was just saying if he would have did what DDG wanted him to do, or anybody else in Capaholics, then he would be in a very weird position when a couple months later, they would have been completely fine, and that situation would have just made it worse for everybody involved.
then no nigga gonna squab up for me. That's never what I said, gang. I'm squabbing a nigga off the dribble. You feel me? Like, and if you don't want to scrub, bro, just tell bro, turn down the fade. Like, oh, you don't want to scrub her. Oh, cool. But I want my niggas there. You feel me? I feel comfortable with these niggas here. You feel me? Because I don't trust certain niggas. You feel me? I don't trust niggas, gang.
And why was you making content with me for years? Why was you making content with me for years on years on years? You're smiling in my face. I'm helping you make cheese. We doing all this extra shit. Why was you smiling in my face for years on years on years? Why would you even bother moving into a house, Capaholics, with me if you didn't trust me at all? If you felt as if I was the type of nigga to try to just line your ass, why the fuck was you here in the first place?
At the end of the day, I take full accountability. And that's the thing, like, it didn't go through, though. Why didn't it go through? I called my niggas the next day. I said, yo, bro, we not doing that, gang. Cause I got to my senses. That's why I said the devil will trick a nigga out of his spot. This nigga and fucking with these niggas, gang, they gonna make me crash out, bro, because it's just the disrespect and the not understanding, and it's like talking to a wall. And it's like you get so angry, and it's like if you niggas make me this angry to even want to do some shit like this, I don't need to be around you niggas, brother. And that's why I walked away.
Don't get me wrong, I still feel like CINCO is wrong in certain parts. It's not like he's a saint and just did everything right. He definitely didn't. Like,
No, I don't know. Your video comes off kind of one-sided. This whole 13 minutes got you kind of like, it's all CINCO clips, end of CINCO versus DDG. It's all CINCO clips. There go one DDG clip. There's a dub clip in there, more CINCO. A Ben the Don video, which is talking about DDG. More CINCO clip. There go that DDG clip right there. a DDG screenshot, CINCO clip. That's it. But despite, I feel like in a scenario where it's kind of like that, when people speak about this, it's like they always intermittently choose a side despite them not caring much. But you're always on a side more so than the other. Where I don't agree with on CINCO is him trying to cop out what he was doing with the God thing. It's like, nigga, you're beefing with me, nigga. Look, go turn to God. You need to go heal yourself. That's a size in and of its right, but it's not. You can't really say that because then people are like, it's a size telling him to turn to God, go turn to scripture and this on this other. You gotta learn when it's a fine line between things. You can't just say, okay, because it's because of this, it automatically outlaws the intent behind the sending and all this other stuff. It don't. Two, if me and you are beefing and we're homies, and then it gets to the point where I'm just like, bro, okay, then let's just squabble about it if this is how you feel, because it wouldn't have got to that level if you weren't saying things back and I wasn't saying things back. If you were just trying to mend the situation because it wasn't that deep from the start, it would have never gotten to that point, meaning you were saying stuff back, which made it get to that point. And then I say, okay, let's just fade about it. Let's have a friendly fade. Let's put the gloves on. Let's throw a 30. Not barehanded, not nothing. Let's throw the gloves on. Let's have a 30. I don't know if the nigga said gloves or not. Let's just throw a 30. Boom, and we'll get it out of there. No one just, you been hanging with the nigga for a while. You know this is what he do. I know this is what he do because he said this shit with the same shit with Bruce drop him off. You call your supreme thug homeboys. We're not thugs. We're regular niggas. We are not thugs. We're regular niggas. We're regular niggas. We stream. We're not thugs. You just called up the posse. You called your posse up. Granted, you said you'll feel safe with them niggas there. I could completely agree with that. But let's say you started losing that fight. Them boys don't give a fuck about DDG. They yo homie. Let's say you start losing, because I ain't never been in a fade. My homie started losing the fade, and then I just let my homie lose the fade. It's never like that. I rest my case, but hey, anyhow, this I don't know. Hey, knowing how shit go with these niggas are gonna squash the beef in like 4 or 5 days. Get this shit up off my feed, TikTok. I genuinely don't care no more. It's your boy Drix. Go ahead and spell it out with me. D-R-I-X. And we out.